Hi, welcome back into the Happy Place Garden. I'm Melinda, and today I am so excited because I finally get to plant some perennials. We have been working on our pond project area, which I'll take you kind of on a little tour of it, and it's been like 15 years and counting. And so as each area gets developed, I've been able to plant it. This area has taken the longest. I'm hoping it gets done this year, but I'm really excited to get some things planted. So I thought I would take you along, show you what I got, and you can plant it with me. And like I said, I'll take you on a little tour of the progress lately and show you what's been going on. So this is the main pond, and you can see there's a ton of duckweed in there, which we do have some fish, goldfish in there. I haven't seen them lately, but they have been in there for probably 8 years and they have babies. Even though the blue heron eat them, they come back. So you can see it's like way overgrown. This is one of the first areas that I planted with the pond project. So I haven't gotten to it this year. I lost, sorry about the finger there, I lost a rhododendron, which is really sad. Don't know why, but so overgrown, tons of weeds. So this kind of area is kind of a mess. This is supposed to be a beach. My husband does the hardscape and I do the softscape. And this is we called it the bonsai juniper. That got spider mites so bad, it's dead. So it will be coming out and I'm gonna replace it, I think, with a little blue spruce or something. So, and we have a gazebo up there. And then there's little streams and the pump goes up to the top. But here's another little pond area and another one up in here. Just nice little vistas. But like I said, still a work in progress, still lots of weeds. I haven't gotten to them all this year, but here's another area that goes up to the top, and this is where the pump lets out, and then it's a waterfall behind the cotoneaster, which takes over everything. That has to be really pruned back a lot. But my husband loves it, so. And then we've got walking on a little bridge that will be finished. And this is the area that I get to plant and the plants. Some of these I planted already a couple years ago, probably now. But he is working on the walkway. So we've got pea gravel and some flagstone. And then we'll continue. We need to put some soil to bring it up a little bit and level it. And then he puts hardware cloth. Let's see if I can show you. Put some hardware cloth down, the metal, and then the landscape cloth on top to keep the moles out. We get moles here really bad. So that's continuation. And then this area over here, that will also be a planting bed. So I'll have way more perennials, but you can see lots of debris from the project. But this is the area that we're working on today. So the soil that I used, we didn't go to the soil yard to get a truckload because it was a smaller area. I didn't think it would need that much. So I started with about 20 bags of just garden soil at our local Lowe's. Put that in along with a bag of sand that we had because I like the sand for drainage. And it was not enough, so we went back and got another, I think, 18 bags and 2 more bags of sand. So that's the base that we are starting with. Not sure how they'll do. The quality of the dirt is probably not the best, but that's what I've got. So I'm gonna plant in it. I'm sure it will get better over time as I add additional compost and over time we get the earthworms and that kind of thing. So the soil should improve over time. Okay, this is the first plant we have, and I have to put my glasses on because I'm old and can't read anymore. So this is a beard tongue penstemon red riding hood. So it's really pretty. I love it. It's a nice coral color. And of course a perennial. It says profuse outward facing red tubular flowers that hummingbirds adore in the summer, great cut flower, linear green foliage. And it's true about the hummingbirds because I've been buying these plants the last week or two and just had them, over by my garage, and the hummingbirds just came and just loved them. So that will be fun. I feed our hummingbirds, and so we do have them in our yard. It's full sun exposure, which I should say, this area, as you can see now, it's kind of a dappled sun. It gets some more sun in the afternoon, but it's not full on sun all day. So I'm hoping these are all pretty much full sun plants. So I hope they all get enough. We will see. And the hardiness, it's zone 4, water let dry between waterings, which this is not a super dry area. So I'm hoping it will be okay because it's so beautiful. So we'll see how it does. And size, it gets between 13 to 24 inches high, 12 to 18 inches wide, and it is a summer bloomer. So I'm just gonna use my hands. This is nice lofty garden soil that we just put in, like I said. And I'm not gonna add any compost, or not compost, there's tons of compost in here, so I'm not gonna add any fertilizer. I'm kind of lax that way. I don't use a lot of fertilizer, especially if I know it's good soil. It's a nice root ball, not too many roots. Need to go down a little bit more. There we go. So pretty, love it. Okay, on to the next. Okay, this next one is a candy tuft, which, gotta get my glasses again. Let's read the tag for you. It's a candy tuft sorbet, an iberis, it's common, or the Latin name. And bloom time, blooms in summer, grows 6 to 8 inches tall and 10 inches wide. Full sun, plant in well-drained soil. Moderate watering, plant 12 inches apart, zones 5 through 9. So I'm putting this along the walkway because it's a lower growing, so it will be near the edge. Just gonna break up the root ball a little bit. So this next one, this is a sedum, which I saw this, where did I get it? I think I got it at our Kroger, so our Fred Meyer, which they actually have a great nursery. I get a lot of my annuals there, but I hadn't seen it before. It is, put my glasses on, Sun Sparkle Dream Dazzler. And it is bloom time, blooms in summer to fall, grows 8 inches tall and 18 inches wide, sun to part shade, plant in moist, well-drained soil, once established, water deeply but infrequently. Spacing is plant 18 inches apart, zones 4 through 9. So this one I'm gonna set back a little bit, give room for the iberis to spread out and put it back from our walking trail a little bit. I hope it does well here. I'm worried about, I'm gonna end up doing an irrigation system through here, and I'm worried that it might get too much moisture to be happy in the long run. But all of these plants, you know, perennials, for the most part, you can move them around. And I think as time goes on, you'll divide them, maybe put a division somewhere else. If they outgrow the space, move them, etc. So, nice root ball. I love it. It's a great pop of color even though it's just on the foliage. It's a cool plant. This next one was a plant new to me. Never heard of it before. It is a summer skies snapdragon. And it's I believe it better be a perennial. Pretty sure it was a perennial when I bought it. Tiny purple snapdragon-like flowers make this durable charmer perfect for creating fairy gardens, miniature landscapes in containers, or to carpet a sunny area in the front of a flower border. Requires full sun. Its height is 8 to 12 inches, width 12 to 16, zones 6. So it's -10 to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. And we are zone 8B here. It's drought tolerant and long blooming, so it's probably a good one put next to the sedum then. Maybe we'll do the irrigation to where these two don't get any nearby. So cute little plant. You can see the little flowers there. And I'm gonna put it right along the edge. And some of these plants, like this one, I got it in a 4-inch pot because it was cheaper. And then I wasn't sure when I'd be able to plant over here, and so I put it in a larger pot. So I'm actually just gonna, oh, but it sent down roots like really fast. That's amazing. Well, hopefully it'll grow fast and spread. This next one is so pretty. I love this purple. This is a speedwell, a Veronica. So it's full sun. The water keep moist first year, 2 times per week. And it actually, in the pot, it really needed a lot of water. So it got dried out the other day. It was like really wilted. So I guess once it's established, it's okay. Cold hardiness, we're to -30 degrees. Non-hardy zones is 1 through 3, so it should be fine here in the 8B. Average mature size is 12 to 16 inches high and 12 to 16 inches wide, and space 12 to 16 inches apart. So I think I'm gonna put it between that penstemon, that's that beautiful color there, and I've got this daisy, I've got some Lithidora that's been in here, and this is a sedum autumn joy. So I think will be beautiful right there. Oh, I just found our irrigation line. Just move it over a little bit. Yeah, I had a feeling this one was going to be root bound. I got it at Lowe's. It's like their value perennials or something. So just break up the root ball. Okay, this next one, this is an allium by Proven Winners. This is the Serendipity allium. Love alliums. Let's see, this is full sun. The height, it gets to medium height, 15 to 20 inches. Spacing, a minimum of 10 inches, maximum of 15. Zones, hardy zone 4 through 8. So hopefully we'll be okay. So, oh, it says -30 degrees Fahrenheit. We should be fine. Blooms mid to late summer and then full to part sun. That's great. This is a good spot for it then. So I'm going to do this one kind of towards the front of the border, but off by about 1.5 feet. So we'll just dig a spot and get it in the ground. Got some roots on it. It smells like onions. Oops, goodness. Lost a bunch of dirt off the top. Beautiful. Okay, just taking you for a little tour, showing you what I did so far. And I'm leaving kind of a pathway there. That's where the irrigation line is. It comes through here. So I need to be able to access that. And that's kind of the natural way that I walk through here to kind of weed. You can see over here is more of a shade garden. And we get a ton of ecosedium from the original free dirt that we got to build up this area. And you can kind of see it in there. I've weeded it already once this year. I'm hoping it will get eradicated at some point, but I have a feeling it will spread its way through here too, which is really a bummer. But there's some pretty things in here that I planted before with the daisy, and there's some black-eyed Susans, so that will bloom later, and the autumn joy, sedum autumn joy, excuse me. So, and then this is the area that we're working towards. This next one is an echinacea. It came in a little 4-inch pot. It was like $5, so it was a good deal. It's just a Magnus coneflower. Echinacea purpura Magnus. Bright rose purple flowers with orange center. Cone attracts butterflies, seed heads attract finches, blooms July through September, grows 30 to 36 inches tall and 18 to 24 inches wide. Borders meadows, mass, plantings, and woodland gardens, good cut flowers. Care, plant in average well-drained soil, tolerates drought and poor soils, full sun, tolerates heat and humidity, moderate water use, hardy to zones 3, trim after flowers to encourage rebloom. So I'm actually going to put this one kind of in that walking path that I mentioned, but I will be able to walk around it. But I didn't want it to really look like a full walking path in here, so that'll kind of break it up a little bit. Okay, this next one is a catmint. It's kitten around. It's a nepeta. Great for garden borders and containers. So it's nepeta, I can't pronounce this, Facini, a deciduous hardy perennial with tight round mounds of aromatic gray-green foliage, bright rosy purple calyxes hold periwinkle blue flowers in showy display. Bloom time blooms summer to fall, grows 12 to 14 inches tall and 20 to 22 inches wide. Full sun, planted in well-drained soil, low to moderate watering, spaced 24 inches apart, zones 3 through 8. Ooh, and the bees love this plant. Absolutely love it. It's already, when I bought it, it was kind of at its peak, like nurseries like to do. So they bring in the stuff that's looking gorgeous. So it's a little spent at this point, but the bees were just on it all the time. So pretty. Love it. Here's an example of sometimes you have a plan in mind and then you realize, oh, I gotta change that. I was gonna put this hardy geranium in this spot, but it's next to the nepeta, which is also purple. And this sea thrift is very similar in flower to the allium and similar, you know, the long kind of leaves. So I'm gonna swap the two. This is a yarrow, Achillea Desert Eve Red. Full sun exposure, hardiness zone 5. Size is 16 to 20 inches high, 18 to 24 inches wide, and let dry between watering. Blooms spring to summer. So it's really pretty. It's got these kind of reddish pinkish blooms on it. This was also in a smaller 4-inch pot that I put in a larger pot until ready to plant. This next one is Armeria Dreamland. Dreameria Dreamland. And pink ball thrift. Balls of light pink flowers with white undertones, blooms on slender stems above a low mound of dark green grass-like foliage, provides lasting color on an easy care plant. Bloom time, blooms spring to fall. Growth is 10 to 12 inches tall and wide, full sun, well-drained soil, medium water, plant 12 to 14 inches apart, zones 5 through 9. They're cute. They look like little fairy plants. Okay, our last one that we're going to plant today is a crane's bill, or like a hardy geranium, Geranium Max Free. And compact, mounding, dark green, deeply lobed foliage covered in continuous carmine pink blooms spring through summer. Love that when they bloom all summer long. Full sun, hardiness to zone 4, keep soil evenly moist. So that will be hard for this one. Have to maybe do an extra drip to this one. Size gets 13 to 24 inches high and 18 to 24 inches wide. Blooms spring through summer. Here's a little panorama. Think it turned out really pretty. Need to get it all watered in and keep it watered well before I do the irrigation. So thank you so much for tuning into the Happy Place Garden, and I hope you enjoy the project. I will of course take you back on a tour as they fill in and look more lush and beautiful and fill in the space. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.